Evening, we're with Jill Johnson, and Jill has been a member of Clemente Toastmasters for just under 6 months now. When approximately was it that you joined the club, Jill?
My first visit was on Halloween, and I came a few times in November.
So you came on Halloween. That's a pretty scary time to come and see us.
You guys were friendly, and someone cooked a really good, it was like a pie for Halloween, pumpkin pie.
Excellent. We always get new members when we bring pie.
Yeah, I think that's what hooked me.
So let me ask you this, Jill. What prompted you to consider becoming a member of Toastmasters?
I really like how friendly everyone is here. I like the intergenerational aspect of it. We have lots of people who have experience doing it, as well as people who are new, and that has offered me different aspects that I don't think I could get from some of the other clubs in Irvine or Lisa Vita clubs.
And I must say, your skills are getting very polished because you didn't call us old, you called us experienced. Thank you for that. When you think about becoming a member, what skills were you hoping to develop as part of that decision?
I'd really like to get rid of my use of like. I've also, I'd like to get better at meeting people with my eye contact, using hand motions, coming out behind the podium. That's important to me. I'm not there yet, but those are things that I'd like to get more confidence with.
Excellent. So it sounds like you had some real specific skill sets in mind that you were hoping to develop. What appealed to you most about this crowd? I know you mentioned a couple things, but what else was it that made you say this is probably the right group for me?
I really like the positivity of our group. I think everyone is super happy, and I don't know if that's because of San Clemente and the beautiful place where we are and live, but it's just really good to come together and be affirmed, I suppose.
Excellent. I know we do a great job at that. And
Yeah.
that's a common comment that we hear from visitors and guests and people who become members. Tell us about your experiences today. What has happened so far on your Toastmaster journey?
My Toastmaster journey. I've completed 2 speeches. I've been Toastmaster. I've done table topics. I'm doing that again tonight. I've learned to use the timing machine, which, that's quite an endeavor. I don't think people realize. I've also made many friends, which I think is just as important as learning the skill set that I have.
Excellent. So you mentioned a couple of different roles, and not people who would watch this wouldn't necessarily be aware of what those roles are. What has been the most challenging role so far?
Definitely being the Toastmaster, actually. I think the leadership that has to go into that, and finding the people to plug into each position and getting them to sign up and agree to be there on time and to not back out, that was quite a challenge, honestly. Not that our group is flaky in any way, but it just requires a lot of organization that I wasn't actually prepared to do, and so that caught me off guard. But it came together nicely, and I made it work.
I remember it sure did come together nicely. And what did you learn from that? What were your takeaways?
Takeaways. I definitely learned reaching out to people by phone is better. I am someone in my generation, I text and I email pretty much exclusively.
Right.
But if I pick up the phone, I get a solid answer, and I feel like the word between us is a better bond than by email. So that was definitely a challenge for me because I'm on the phone all day at work. I don't pick up the phone once I get home generally, try not to. So that was a good lesson for me. Being prepared and having that list, that was really helpful. I think Mark Jarash organizes that for us.
Our VP of Education, yes?
He organized that for me, and that was a good starting point. I don't think I could have done my job without having that kind of assistance. I also learned just to be positive with everyone and to not get frustrated. So that was good.
Excellent. And what would be the number one thing you've learned so far from doing speeches?
Speeches. I need to slow down. That's my number one. I know it when I'm standing up front, and I am working on it. I feel very comfortable talking right now off the cuff about everything, so I'm slowed down a little bit.
All right, so
That's
it's
a
more,
lesson.
it's more doing the planned, prepared speeches and memorizing and maybe delivering them. Is that?
Well, I think I write them and I want to tell you everything I wrote. It's so important that I tell you what I work so hard to write. But in reality, if I would just step back and use some bullet points, I think I would slow down and tell you more naturally everything I want you to know.
Excellent.
So.
Excellent. So, in terms of closing comments, keeping in mind that this is something we want to be able to share with people in the community and make people more aware of who we are. What kinds of words of encouragement would you pass along to people? What would you tell them about considering joining San Clemente Toastmasters and becoming a member?
Well, definitely. I work in a national company. My boss is in New Jersey, and she told me that she's looking into Toastmasters in New Jersey because of my success, small success here. And I would encourage anyone in San Clemente who's looking to advance their career or just be more comfortable in front of people. This is a really great club, and again, going back to the positivity and the experience, it's a good place to be.
Excellent. I think those are all positive words. So I'm Marshall Northcott, and today we've been sitting with Jill Johnson. Jill Johnson's a member of San Clemente Toastmasters, and we encourage you, if you're checking out Toastmasters for the first time, to come and visit us on a Tuesday evening and see what we do during one of our meetings and see if it's a good fit for you. We look forward to seeing you.